Come on, get it off.
Come on, run on. Come on, Michigan.
Campbell in motion. And Barrett pulls it. And he'll pick up 7, maybe 8 yards on the play. Stopped by Devin Bush and Chase Winovich.
This is a great read. First of all, you're going to get this action, but then the linebacker's going to get blocked by the offensive tackle. So as soon as Barrett sees this defensive end collapse down, he pulls the ball out. You got the block up on the linebacker. It's a nice game.
Second down and 2. They look far side. And Campbell upended. Lavert Hill with the tap in space.
Well, Lavert Hill has turned out to be a difference maker. Him not being on the field last week against Wisconsin certainly hurt them. They just weren't the same in coverage. We've seen great coverage so far today, and they're not.
Papa, do you think you're going to have to wear Michigan?
What?
Do you think you're going to have to wear Michigan?
Yeah.
It's like the same formation they just ran that quarterback keeper on the left side previously.
Barrett runs it, and Barrett breaks a tackle and picks up the first down. You are watching the toughness of J.T. Barrett.
Just no panic in him. He's going to meet Rashawn Gary right in the hole. And he just gives him a little spin right there. Great job by Barrett, spinning away from one of the better defenders Michigan has and moving the chains.
J.T. Barrett listed at 6'2", 220. Gary, 6'5", 281. First down, Ohio State at the 32. Buckeyes starting to find the rhythm on offense now. Barrett, play action. Steps up, throws, and incomplete.
Come on.
As Khalid Hudson reached around and knocked that ball down. Ball, the intended receiver.
And also in the pocket, Mo Hurst was the one providing some pressure. Big senior defensive tackle. Barrett kind of screwed up in the pocket. And great coverage on the backside by Khalid Hudson out of that Viper position. And Barrett has been under duress, certainly, but he has put together some quality plays here on this drive. Be able to extend the drive.
Second down
Nope.
and 10 at the
Watch it.
32.
He wants something, go dance.
Yeah, when he wants something, that's what he does.
What does he want?
We don't know. We've never been able to figure it out.
Food or whatever. Okay, come here.
Need a timeout from the sideline here.
And they'll get it.
Okay.
11:08 to play, second quarter. Michigan with a 14-0 lead, but Ohio State threatening.
Advertisement. Advertisement.
No.
What?
Dance party, team. Down, down.
Get 0% APR.
Ooh.
No monthly payments for 90 days on 2017 Ram 1500 models.
No.
So,
La 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 la.
Nothing gets a reaction like a gift from K Jewelers, where everything is 25% off. Save 25% off all rings, all necklaces, and all bracelets. That's 25% off everything. November 17th through 26th at K, the #1 jewelry store in America. Dad.
Begins with K.
Discover card? I'm not a Discover customer, but I'm calling about that credit scorecard. Give it to me. Give it. Oh, sure. We give it to everyone for free. Oh, well, that's nice. Go get it.
That hurt.
Get it yourself online and see your credit score right there. Great. Oh, that's a good boy. Thanks. Oh, and you can even see how your current card compares to others out there. Wow, convenient. Ooh, somebody wants a belly rub. What now?
Get yours at discover.com/credit
What now?
scorecard. Free for everyone, even if you're not a customer.
2 large pepperoni pizzas, please.
Now you're a piece of the pie.
Jewelers. Every kiss begins with K. Today's area coverage is brought to you by our good neighbors at State Farm. State Farm is here to help life go right. Ohio State with the football.
Go blue.
32, second down and 10. JT Barrett doing a nice job now running the football for the Buckeyes. Faced with a second down and long. Barrett underneath, and this one caught by K.J. Hill. He's ridden backwards, but a flag on the play.
They're going to get a holding on the defense here. Khalid Hudson basically tackled Marcus Baugh, the tight end, number 85, as he was trying to get across the middle.
Holding. Defense. Number 7. 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
There's Hudson, number 7. He's going against number 85, Baugh, right in the middle of your screen. And as Baugh's coming across on this over route, he's looking to kind of get a pick. But right there, boy, it looked live more like a hold than it actually was. As Baugh kind of stopped, Hudson actually just kind of ran into the back of him. It certainly wasn't a hold, maybe one that they'd like to have back there, but it does create an automatic first down and big break for the Buckeyes.
Buckeyes now. We'll get a first down at the Michigan 22. Dobbins in the backfield with Barrett. Barrett runs it with a lane, and JT Barrett stopped by Devin Bush, but he gained 6 on the play.
It has been JT Barrett's drive, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
And he needs it. This is exactly Urban Meyer's MO. It's 14-0 in the game. Well, where did he go? His quarterback, the senior, the one he trusts. It has been all about 16 on this drive. That's been a tendency of Urban Meyer's all the way back to Alex Smith days at Utah. When he's got a guy he trusts, he's going to lean on him in the big moments. He's done that so far in this series with JT Barrett.
10th play of the drive that started at the Ohio State 25. K.J. Hill now lines up in the backfield with Barrett. Here's JT looking, takes his time, fires, and almost intercepted. Josh Metellus had it. He'll have nightmares about that one later on tonight.
He was in coverage on K.J. Hill down the field, and Barrett just overthrows the crossing route. I mean, that's right in his hands. You're not going to get an easier interception than that. Urban Meyer knows that they dodged a bullet as he looks out at his quarterback. Oh, my, what could have been for the Wolverines.
3rd down and 4 at the 16.
3rd and 4. Come on, JT.
Ball in motion. Barrett runs it. Looking for the first down. Has it. Touchdown, JT Barrett. But there's a whistle and flag on the play.
Offense.
Wow.
5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Self-inflicted wounds.
Boy, and it was close. Watch the back judge right here. Look at him. He's reaching and throwing that flag right there before the snap, and it was ever so close.
It's a player.
There is an injury on the field, but here's the play clock. Tough to see there, obviously. Matt Edwards was the back judge there, and you could clearly see it from that Skycam angle that he was reaching for and throwing that flag before the snap of the football. And just an enormous mistake from JT Barrett.
Because when you're the quarterback,
that's your job. That's it. I mean, that's it. Gus, there's only a couple of things you're focused on at the snap. And that is the safeties and the play clock. And you've got to understand where it's at and how much time you have when you're calling the cadence. The play clock here at Michigan is basically directly in the middle, way up. This is with the play clock, as you can see. All he's got to do is look up right through the uprights, and it's on the bottom right-hand corner of their big scoreboard right here. That's one of the things you've got to know and understand is where those play clocks are. There it is. He's got to look up and identify that. That is a quarterback's main job, in particular in those big, crucial situations.
Isaiah Prince, the injured Buckeye. Their right tackle.
Well, here we go.
There, Munford.
Well, Prince
Will come in and take his place.
And Mumford, Gus is a true freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio. You talk about being thrown in the fire right here. Wouldn't be shocked if Don Brown tried to take advantage of him, and he's going to put Winovich up here on the top of the screen. That's one of the best sack men in all of the Big Ten.
Already has a sack in
No,
this
they
game.
had a delayed
Third
game,
down
5-yard
to 9 to
penalty
21.
before the touchdown. 1, 2,
Barrett.
3, 4.
Dancing.
Right.
Barrett runs it. Barrett. First down. Barrett. Touchdown, Ohio State. 21 yards.
Same play, but this time they got the touchdown.
J.T. Barrett is putting this offense on his shoulders, and the Buckeyes finally on the board.
Well, look at this right side. It's going to break down for J.T. Barrett. And he sees the open grass here, and he's going to take off to his right. He gets Mo Hurst on the inside. Now he's out of there. And then watch the defensive backs from Michigan right there. Number 23, Tyree Kinnell, had a decision to make. Stay with his man or stick with Barrett. He turned around with his man, and Barrett was for a touchdown.
Sean Newberger comes in for the extra point, and it's good. So Ohio State goes on an 11-play, 75-yard drive. They eat up 5:07, 14-7.
Anywhere you find the energy that keeps doers doing, you gotta keep a close eye on how you're doing it.
Right now, we're piloting a pilot program.
Yeah, without pilots.
They're drones.
Noted. To keep wells, tanks, and miles of pipe in tip-top shape takes constant attention. Drones are doing it with HD imaging and thermal mapping. From up there, to help Chevron protect all that's going on down here.
Keeps things looking up.
Technically, you're looking down, Nate.
Noted.
Doers, going to new heights to find better ways to keep doers doing.
Oh, yeah, I can tell. Just for looking at you.
Can I cross it off yet?
Almost. And now.
The Volkswagen Atlas with available digital cockpit. Life's as big as you make it.
Not every rivalry is a fair fight. Like Wendy's beef with the other guys. While they thaw out, Wendy's goes all out, serving fresh beef for nearly 50 years, which is why true hamburger fans side with the official hamburger of the NCAA.
7 years, never a scratch.
That's more than a scratch.
What do you think about a new truck, buddy?
Knows it's more than a truck, so why not give it the protection it deserves?
I am so sorry.
Talk to a State Farm agent today. 911, what's your emergency?
When you actually save someone, there's no better feeling in the world.
I can help you.
And welcome back to Ann Arbor, 14-7 in favor of the Wolverines. Coming up on the State Farm halftime report, it's official. Chip Kelly has decided to return to the coaching ranks. He's back in the Pac-12. Was George involved in a trap game in Atlanta? And Coach wants that. There he is over on the side. He's going to praise who else? J.T. Barrett. Guys?
All right, thank you, Rob. You know, in 3 previous games against Michigan, Barrett's passing numbers have been pedestrian. 413 total yards with just 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. But he's rushed for 353 yards, and now he has his 7th rushing touchdown in this legendary series.
And when you include today 74 passing attempts, 74 rushing attempts, it continues that trend for Urban Meyer quarterbacks in big games.
Thomas picks up the ball, crosses the 15, and Thomas dragged down from behind at the 15-yard line by Justin Hillard. Time now for an AT&T game break. Here's Greg Wolf in Los Angeles. All right, guys, let's go to Gainesville, Florida. Florida State Seminoles trying to preserve their streak of 35 consecutive bowl appearances. James Blackman, the laser to Nyquan Murray. 21-yard touchdown. Noles lead 17-7 second quarter. They need to win this week and next against Louisiana Monroe for 8-6 wins. Gus, Joel, back to you.
Florida certainly in that coaching market as well. Chip Kelly is now off the market, and it'll be interesting to see where they go.
First down and 10 for Michigan at the 15. Out of the split backfield. Higdon around the corner. Turns it on the Jets and lowers his shoulder. Flag on the play. Denzel Ward knocks him out of bounds.
Looks like they might have hold on Ben Bradenson, number 74. The flag came from way deep in the secondary as Bradenson was.
Offense. Number 74. Half distance to the goal. First down.
He's right here, and he's going to be working out to the left side. As Bradenson is out and pulling on the outside, there he's going to make contact with 17 Jerome Baker. And, well, I don't know. That's a couple of holding calls against Michigan that I think could have easily stayed in the pocket of the officials. First on defense that led to a touchdown, and then that's a big one on first down, puts them way behind the chains.
So first down and 17 at the 8. O'Corn in the shotgun. Evans goes in motion. Here's Higdon with running room. Higdon still on the move. And Higdon breaks free and picks up a big one. Damon Webb finally knocks him out of the play. But it's a 36-yard run.
Well, a great block by the center, Patrick Kugler, number 57. And Higdon turned on the Jets on the outside. Watch the center. He's going to come all the way around. Pull all the way outside, and then he's going to get the linebacker, Tough Borland. He chops him down. Then it's a one-on-one with Higdon. And right here, boy, did he stay in bounds. It looked like he did, but it was awfully close and gained some extra yards because of it.
Well, they say it's a 22-yard gain instead of 36 because he stepped out of bounds. Michigan with the first down at the 30.
He's certainly out there.
Play fake. O'Corn rolling, sets, in trouble. O'Corn sack.
Yes.
The money man, Sam Hubbard, with the sack. First sack of the game for Ohio State.
Well, O'Corn made one of the cardinal sins. When you roll out and you're outside of the pocket, you can never turn back to the rush. Right there, see how he turns back to the rush? As soon as you don't have a wide receiver that's open, once you're outside of the pocket, throw it 5 yards deep in the stands. That is an enormous mistake from O'Corn and puts them way behind the chains now. 20 yards to convert. They got to think about getting half of it back here. You're thinking about getting 10, 12, 11 yards to make it an easier third down.
That's a 10-yard loss for the Wolverines. Second and 20. And Michigan calls a timeout. Their second. 14-7. Back to Ann Arbor right after this.
SiriusXM channels are on right now for free. And pick up Garth Brooks, The Anthology Part 1, in stores today.
How did you do that?
MasterPass.
MasterPass?
Hey, at Target.com.
So what's the trunk space like in this thing?
I think it holds about 50 pounds.
Baskets, season premiere Tuesday, January 23rd on FX.
A lot of stars in attendance. Who could ever forget Cardell Jones during that national championship run? The great Orlando Pace, two-time All-American, Yankee slugger, Aaron Judge, a Michigan fan, Rookie of the Year, and the Heisman Trophy winner, Charles Woodson, Dhani Jones on that 97 national champions. Michigan Wolverines team is a linebacker, and number 4 has to be pleased with the way his team is playing right now, leading Ohio State 14-7. Second down and 20, though. O'Corn Hill. And Hill taken down at the 31-yard line by Baker.
That's exactly what they were able to do. They got half of it back. Anytime you're well behind the chains, that's the goal for the offense. Now defensively for Ohio State, they're still in a great situation. Obvious passing situation. Got those 4 defensive ends on the field. The Rushman package. You've got number 11, Jalen Holmes. You've got Nick Bosa on the field, Sam Hubbard, as well as Tyquan Lewis. Try to get after the passer.
Third down and 10 of the 30. Poggi and Evans in the backfield. Core bobbles the snap. Rolls out of the pocket's got to throw it away. And does. So that brings up 4th down, and Michigan will punt.
It's not a bad snap. Just right on the left side of O'Korn's body. He just kind of dropped it and got incredibly fortunate on the bounce. Kind of hits him right in the hands, slides right through as his eyes were trying to go up. And this is the bounce, I mean, right back to him. That could have been disastrous as Jalen Holmes was in the backfield and ready to pounce.
K.J. Hill, the deep man for Ohio State, inside the 30 as Robbins sends it away. And a flag. They're caught at the 22.
Illegal formation. The kicking team. Too many players in the backfield. 5-yard penalty to be added into the kick. First down.
All right, and now a quick message from SoFi.
We are the driven, the fearless, the unstoppable. We are SoFi.
Well, Urban looks like he wants to have him kick it again.
5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Yeah, that's a smart decision by Urban there. Decides not to have that penalty tacked on to the end of the return, but forcing him to kick it again. It was a pretty decent punt. Obviously, they've gotten really quality special teams play out of Brad Robbins, the true freshman.
47. That last punt was 47 yards for Robbins. So they re-kick it. Robbins backed up to his own 10-yard line. As K.J. Hill moves up to the 33. Hill over to the sideline. Makes the catch at the 36.
No, interception.
Dances along the sideline and goes out of bounds.
Get him!
The 35, a 40 punt and a 12-yard return. Noah Furbush pushes him out of play. Don't forget, folks, catch the halftime performance live from our special 360 camera on Fox Sports, Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. And an injured Wolverine on the field.
Oh, no.
Kill him.
Lee Hudson, number 7.
Hey.
He's been
Hey, you're in
playing
Buckeye country now.
some great football for Michigan.
Still in Wolverine town.
No, you're not.
Go Blue!
You're in this house and it's Buckeye.
Is reacting to. They just
I'm in this house. It's still Wolverine.
screen. They felt like
I don't
that
think
was
so.
Yeah, I think so.
as well as from
Well,
behind.
if Buckeyes win, then you'll be out in the
That
street.
left leg for
Yeah, Buckeyes were. I
Khalil
said I
Hudson.
every time I would have to wear
A few weeks ago
Buckeyes
against
or
Minnesota,
Michigan.
he had
That's
15
right.
tackles.
Don't
8 of them
care.
were tackles for loss. He was the Nagurski National Defensive Player of the Week. He was terrific against Wisconsin. A week ago, came into today's ball game with 16 tackles for loss out of the 67 that he's made, and that's a good sign for the Wolverines if he's up and moving on his own power.
Hudson.
You tell him. I heard it, Ricky.
That left foot just looked like it slipped a little, didn't it? That's what caused.
You tell him. Take no shit.
He got up and walked a little ways. Let's see.
So Ohio State takes over at their own 47. J.T. Barrett has been very effective over the last couple of series running the football. Mike Weber lines up. Now motions to the side.
Weber. And Weber gets close to midfield. Ryan Monet with the tackle.
They leaned on Barrett on the last series. 6 of their 11 plays where Barrett runs. It's kind of right where they went back to that zone read. Forced the handoff and wasn't much room for Weber.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Barrett runs it himself with another lane, another first down. JT Barrett just gashing Michigan now. McCray finally stops him, but it's a gain of 27 yards.
Starts with the double team right here from the tackle, Isaiah Prince. Watch as he comes down to his left and knocks the defensive tackle way down to the ground, and then he moves up and gets another block, at least in the way of Mike McCray for extra yardage.
Isaiah Prince back in the game after going out. He got his ankle retaped. A terrific block there. Barrett picks up 27. First down at the Michigan 25.
Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, okay?
Barrett to throw. Barrett wide open ball, touchdown, Buckeyes.
No!
Oh, yeah.
No! 13-14, yes, still losing.
And just like that, Ohio State with an opportunity to level this game at 14.
What happens here is you're going to get eyes caught in the backfield. You're going to get the safety way off the hash, and then Baugh just takes it right down the middle. He does a great job, and at this point right there, eyes in the backfield. He's beat. Barrett knows it. Barrett delivers a great ball, and Baugh ends up in the end zone for an easy touchdown.
They're going to make it. No.
And it's good. 14.
Tie game.
Boom!
3 plays, 53 yards. They score in 1 minute and 7.
Gracie said, you scared me when you yell like that.
This holiday, what are you going to give? Give 30 more seconds on your Peloton. Give them something to see. Give them the one thing that will make them give it all. Give the gift of Peloton.
The Mix, hot for teacher.
I don't mean to be rude. I can't picture Mr. Reed slumming it with some leather skin drifter. How is that not rude?
He's getting the education.
He does this thing with your ears. That's goes on for too long. That's all I was gonna say.
The Mix, all new Tuesday on Fox.
Rivalries in all of sports, and this man is a winner. JT Barrett with a victory today. He will tie Art Schlichter as Ohio State's all-time leader in wins by a quarterback. Currently, he's 35-6.
Got a little love from Cardell. 12 games, I believe, is what you coined him.
Huh?
Back on the way to the national championship.
Pizza cutter.
And here's Thomas from the 5. To the 20, and dive forward and get to the 25-yard line. Isaiah Pryor with the tackle on special teams. And let's go to Los Angeles for an update. Here's Greg Wolf.
Gus, thanks over on FS1, number 19, Oklahoma State facing Kansas. Mason Rudolph, the leading passer in the nation, finalist for the Davey O'Brien Award. Hooks up with Dylan Stoner, 76 yards for the score. The Cowboys in the nation's number 2 offense lead, 34-3, second quarter. Gus, Joel, back to you.
All right, thank you very much. Not only is he a finalist, Baker Mayfield, and guess who? JT Barrett, a finalist for the Davey O'Brien. Higdon running, and he'll get to the 29, stopped by Jordan Fuller. 5:40 and counting, 14 apiece. Michigan got off to a great start, but Ohio State has reeled them in.
Yeah, they have, and really JT Barrett has reeled them in, and that's where Urban Meyer has gone. And now for Michigan, they got to get back to some of that misdirection and the ability to stay on the field, convert some third down opportunities, and extend this drive.
Second down and 6. McCormick gives it to Evans, and Evans bottomed up. Look at that Ohio State defense in hot pursuit. Finally knocked out by Fuller. And that's a 7-yard loss.
And the play's really made by Jerome Baker. Watch how he's going to come up slowly from his linebacker spot, and then he's just going to crease. A couple of missed blocks. He doesn't make the tackle, but he blows up the play, and then the pursuit is able to get to Evans on the sideline.
Baker had a career-high 15 tackles and a pick against number 3 Michigan last year in Columbus. He is a terrific athlete. Third down, 13 to the 22. Passing situation for the Wolverines. O'Coy up the sideline. And incomplete. Intended for Donovan Peoples-Jones. But Denzel Ward standing right in his back.
No, Hunter's back.
Peoples-Jones was terrific last year, but Denzel Ward was going, or excuse me, last week. Denzel Ward, though, going kind of step by step. One tug on that left arm, but that hand fighting was going each way, certainly not significant enough to impede the momentum of Peoples-Jones, and he wanted a flag to go get it.
Fourth punt for Robbins, almost blocked. KJ Hill backs up, starts from the 26. And Hill out of bounds at the 35. A 52-yard punt and an 8-yard return.
Either way, it's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
Jim Harbaugh wanted to block into the back, and let's take a look at the recap of the scoring here.
Great series for Michigan that ends in that plunge from the fullback to Led Hill. Charge jump, and then it was O'Corn. Nice little fake to the fullback, dumps it off to the tight end. And then it was number 16, and his time to shine. J.T. Barrett has been the focal point of the game plan for Ohio State. He's doing both running the football, and then on the last series, delivering a great ball to Marcus Ball on the tight end. The touchdown as they tie this thing at 14.
Yeah, so is Ohio. Mostly
Ohio State has scored touchdowns on their last 2 drives. They'll start from the 33. Dobbins bounces it outside. First down and more.
Yes, got it.
Brilliant this year. Matella sends him out of play.
Which is good.
But it's a 13-yard gain for J.K. Dobbins, the freshman from LaGrange, Texas.
I tell you, the speed and the athleticism, he doesn't need much, does he? When he gets to that corner and gets that edge, it's like he's shot out of a cannon. This true freshman has just been one of the more dynamic performers in all of the Big Ten, really all of the country.
4 carries, 39 yards for Dobbins. First down at the 46. Barrett in complete control. And they're running. Winovich with the tackle on J.K. Dobbins.
What's so interesting to me is seeing the depth, how close Barrett gets to the line of scrimmage when he's making that read, that zone read. It's very hard to stop from a defense.
Second down and 6 after the 4-yard gain. Dobbins again. This time they'll pick up a yard. How do you stop that zone read?
Well, personally, I think you've got to have great tackle play, first of all. You've got to push those guards back into the lap of the quarterback, and then your ends have got to be aggressive, be decisive. If they need to go tackle 2, go tackle 2. But on 3rd and 5, remember now, this has been a Barrett down. Even with the clear out, look for something like a quarterback draw here.
The 3 of 6 on 3rd down conversion.
Linebackers in the middle, skinning up the wide receivers. This is going to be a pass.
Trip to the top of your screen. Barrett mishandled it. Loose. Barrett, can he get on it? And yes, he does. A great effort for J.T. Barrett to somehow scoop that football up. And it's a loss of 17.
And Billy Price, he fires this one back. There was some serious English. And look how high and to the right that is. That's really difficult as a quarterback to try to handle that ball. Surely Barrett would love to do that right off the snap, but off his right hand, and then the bounce goes away from him. He still gets on it.
And I tell you what, partner, that's the most athletic play we've seen from either team in this game.
Well, and it's a huge play, because think of the short field that they would have been giving Michigan there if that was a turnover.
And this punt from Crispin, not a good one, but it takes an Ohio State roll and is finally down at the Michigan 22.
Billy Price, the center for Urban Meyer, he's really stepped up his leadership. He's been very good in the last couple of games, but a couple of mistakes today. He had the false start, he flinched a little bit. And there, just a hard snap on 3rd down that Barrett was not able to corral. They had to punt it away, and now their defense will try to go on, stop Michigan again. Michigan has lost the rhythm offensively in the last couple of series, and part of that has been their lack of success on this down, on a 1st down situation.
From the 23, Poggi and Evans in the backfield. Picks up a first down. Chris Evans, a sophomore from Indianapolis, in Davis High School, with a 10-yard gain.
What you're going to see is the flow from the linebackers over the top. And when Evans sees that right there, now he's got the cutback lane, and he's able to get back to the left, gain positive yards. Great vision there from Evans and patience to see it and hit it.
First down to the 33. 1:37 to go. In the first half, O'Corn off his back foot, and it's caught. This time it's McCune with a 3-yard gain. Jerome Baker cover.
It's one of O'Corn's habits. It's when he's got someone even near him, he starts to fade away and get to that back foot. Sometimes you got to stand in there and know you're going to get popped right in the chest. That was one of those times. You'd like him to stand in and deliver a more accurate ball.
Second down at 7. Picked this time. Not a lot. As Chris Worley steps up and makes a play from his linebacker position.
Tell you, Jalen Holmes, number 11 for Ohio State, he is playing one whale of a game. He has been aggressive in the backfield. Last play, he was way deep in the backfield, kind of blowing up the rhythm of that run game and forcing this passing situation.
Michigan with 1 timeout remaining. Third down and 6. Steps up, uses his legs this time. And stretches forward. Looks like he's short of a first down. And the clock stops at 29 seconds.
Yeah, and that's an interesting spot, because watch where he's extending that ball. Remember, it's where the ball is when it crosses that plane of the sideline, and it certainly looked like it was up there near the first down marker. They spot that all the way back at the 42. It looked like it should have been much closer to the 43, which would have moved the chains and given them at least a chance to get into field goal range here in the last 29 seconds.
But Nordine has a big leg.
Short of the line to gain. Plays under further review.
This has been well documented, the relationship with Quinn Nordine and his head coach after several misses previous in the season. Jim Harbaugh said, hey, you got to make this thing. You got to put on that iron jock and go make this. They're trying to get him a chance with that big leg. That's the view right there. It's going to be hard to change the spot based on that camera angle, but this is the one where you can piece together where he's leaving the field of play. See, that certainly looks to me like it's at least close to the 43-yard line.
Out of bounds.
They're going to change the spot. It's just a matter of where they put it. You know, are they going to advance it over that 43 versus just falling short? That's the hard part, is I don't see any decisive look that would tell you that he got the line to gain based on the camera angles that we've seen.
Here's Nordine, who had a career-long 55-yarder against Florida at AT&T Stadium in the season opener. Bounced back last week, hit that 39-yard field goal after he was challenged by Coach Harbaugh to make the next one.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. Runner short of the line to gain. Fourth down.
Well, I don't agree with that. Now, I certainly thought they should have adjusted the spot. Now, whether he got the line to gain, that's a different question. It certainly looked like that spot of the 42 was short based on the video that we saw.
So Brad Robbins will come in to punt it away as he stands at the 28. And there's nobody back deep for Ohio State.
Watch Michigan for a fake.
With 29 seconds remaining in the first half. And this one will go into the end zone. Now coming up next, Rob Stone, Dave Wanstadt, Robert Smith, and Matt Leinart are standing by here at the Big House with the State Farm halftime show.
It's been a tale of two quarters, hasn't it? I mean, Michigan thoroughly dominated that first quarter, and a great answer from Ohio State. And that's what you got to do if you're going to show any sort of championship medal, which they're certainly playing for the right to stay in that playoff hunt, and they've leaned on their quarterback, and he's delivered so far in this ball game. 11 carries for 64 yards. Hasn't thrown the ball that well, only 3 of 7 for 30 yards, but boy, he's been big with his feet.
J.T. Barrett with 21 seconds left. At his own 20, looks like he'll take his knee, and the Buckeyes and Wolverines will head into the locker room. 14-14. Michigan got off to a good start. However, J.T. Barrett said, not on my watch. He leads this Ohio State football team. 2 drives, 14 up. Our score at halftime. Right now, let's go down to Rob Stone and the crew on the field. And partner, your thoughts after the first half?
Well, it's really about Barrett. In Michigan at halftime, they're going to have to find an answer defensively for what Barrett is doing in the ground game.
All right, let's go downstairs to Rob Stone.
All right, guys, thank you, and welcome to the State Farm Fox College Football halftime. You just saw the 2 teams filing in to the tunnel behind us, the Ohio State University marching band behind us. Robert Smith, Matt Leinart, the coach Dave Wannstedt here with you. Guys, I trust you. I trust you immensely, but I hope you have somebody in life that trusts you as much as Urban Meyer trusts J.T. Barrett. J.T. Barrett is the focus of our State Farm most valuable possession, Coach.
Well, you know, what you're alluding to is obviously he's the guy that Urban trusts. The game started off with him not running the ball very much. Then they changed the philosophy. They're running the quarterback reads. Right here, you see it's a pass play. He tucks it and scrambles. I mean, he's the guy that can make big plays for him. He's going to make good decisions. Right here, he fakes the handoff. He keeps the ball, obviously. The defense doesn't account for him. Right here, it's going to be a play-action pass. That's what happens when you run the ball, whether it be with the running back or the quarterback, it's going to set up those easy throws. Keep in mind, J.T. Barrett, since the Iowa game, was only carried it 14 times total the last 2 games. They came out today, they started off trying not to have him run the ball. Michigan took it away. Good adjustment by Ramar. Let's put the ball in his hands.
Right, he's got 11 carries so far at the break for 64 yards.
Yeah, and what a luxury having a guy like J.T. Barrett operate your offense, because clearly it looked like Michigan came out, Don Brown, defensive coordinator, it seemed like they had a really good plan to account for what Ohio State wanted to do, but you could see that J.T. Barrett was getting to the line of scrimmage. He was getting them in the proper formation, getting them in the proper play. And you have to credit Kevin Wilson as well for sending those plays in. And on the other side of the ball, Greg Schiano, the defensive coordinator for Ohio State, I think they've started to make great adjustments too. They were doing a particularly good job, I think, late in that first half, starting to pick up running backs and receivers that were going in motion coming out of the backfield.
Yeah, they made it difficult for John O'Korn. I thought John O'Korn, you know, the questions coming in this game, can he win a big game? How is he going to play? I thought he did a pretty good job. You know, he started off a little jittery in this game. Right here, you're going to see he missed his guy wide open. That's a big play. This in the flat, just hit the guy in the chest. Again, nerves, big game atmosphere. But I love this throw. This was a 3rd down conversion, puts it right there nice in a window. And then obviously he has a nice play action touchdown right here. So a mixed bag, but the thing I like from him most, he didn't turn the football over. Right now it's 14-14. Michigan's still in the football game. But the Michigan offensive line has to do a better job protecting when they're throwing the football.
Yeah, and you got to keep in mind too, guys, this is still a relatively young Ohio State team coming on the road up here and playing. I used to always say, hey, it's going to be loud. There's going to be a lot going on. We got to get through that. That's what happened early, right? They got hit in the mouth a little bit. Then they came back and they responded. So we got a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, Buckeyes started this one like it was a 1 o'clock Eastern kickoff, 14-0 Michigan, and then 14 unanswered for the Buckeyes. That's why we're 14-14 at the break. When the State Farm halftime returns, we're going to check in on a game that really matters to the Buckeye faithful. Georgia in Atlanta. Is it a trap game? And guess who's back in the world of college coaching?
I saw a crisis in my
Ohio State.
access to fresh, healthy food. At Ohio State, I connected farming and social work to build a solution from the ground up. Now, I deliver a healthy harvest to communities in need.
Guys,
So my neighbors have the nutrition.
don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, okay? Comment your favorite football team, okay? What?
Who's that? Put these new Subway
YouTube.
wraps to your ear and listen closely.
I'm
You can almost
live.
hear the wraps stretching from the double meat and
It is
colossal
110.
flavors.
Hashtag
Like double steak with
And don't
jalapenos.
forget to go buy your merch at
Double turkey
loganpaul.com/shop.
bacon with guacamole. And double chicken with Caesar dressing. But don't just listen. Eat! Double meat signature wraps from Subway. Each just $6.99 for a limited time.
Automatic emergency braking. It stopped for you. Standard on Nissan's most popular models. Get Friday savings now. Book family for $159 per month or save up to $4,500 on the 2017 Rogue. See Star Wars The Last Jedi in theaters December 15th.
Is
Hunter.
health just about perfect
Hey, Hunter.
numbers?
Gracie.
Does anything magical happen when you reach them?
McKenna.
At Ohio Health,
Kenna.
we believe health is an ongoing
Boy.
journey. With its ups and downs, its challenges and its triumphs. We believe wellness and sickness are both part of a lifelong partnership. Because at Ohio Health, we believe your best health is always within reach.
Hunter.
Get a head start on your holiday shopping right now during the Hyundai Black Friday sales event and save big with special black tag offers. Like a Tucson for $159 a month, or up to $2,500 in savings, or a Santa Fe Sport for $219 a month, or up to $3,000 in savings. And they all come backed by America's best warranty. So hurry in today and see why saving big is the new black. Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. For a limited time, save big on the Elantra and lease for only $149 a month, but only at Hatfield Hyundai, Reichert Hyundai, Conklin Hyundai, Dennis Hyundai, and Dennis Hyundai of Dublin.
Reichert Super Value Party, you'll love what you find here. We're dealing.
I think while you're sleeping, I'm gonna braid your hair. I think you should. It'll look cool in the morning.
I'm out of here!
All right, well, get going.
Haskins. Season premiere January 23rd on FX.
Back live on the floor of Michigan Stadium, JT Barrett, one rushing touchdown, one passing touchdown in the second quarter. Buckeyes, after falling behind 14-0, have leveled things up at 14s. We welcome you back to the State Farm Fox College Football Halftime Show. The Ohio State band is leaving the field, Robert. They're walking right by you.
It's very exciting.
They're done. It was a performance, and now they're done. And you know it's ready to take over next year in Ann Arbor, in Michigan. Marching band. Glad you're back here with us on the field. Rob Stone, Robert Smith, Matt Leinart. The coach Dave wants that. Dave, get that guy away from you.
No, why does they say Ohio?
He can't fake it. Just fake it, buddy. Ride with it, ride with it. Speaking of coach, the coaching carousel in full effect. Earlier today, Mike Riley got the boot, kind of as expected, at Nebraska, 19-19 after 3 seasons there. But the big news, the hire. Chip Kelly is back in the college game. A lot of talk. Was he going to go to Gainesville? Was he going to go to Westwood? Well, he is going back to the Pac-12. Chip Kelly, the former Oregon coach, now at UCLA. 5-year contract worth over $23 million, the $9 million reciprocal buyout. Kelly also had reportedly, as we mentioned, been interested in that Florida job. Let's do some highlights, shall we? Georgia on the road in Atlanta.
Yeah, this is
Matt's favorite player, Nick Chubb.
Yeah, Georgia's got to keep it going a little bit. We know they're in a championship game. This is a big game in state right here, and they want to keep that momentum going for the playoffs.
Remember, at number 7, Georgia's the team that's sitting just above the Buckeyes, a couple spots there. So Buckeye fans cheering for the Dogs to struggle, but they are up 17-7 right now at the break. Speaking of struggling, Florida State. Oh my. What a season it's been for them. Scoreless here in the first. Felipe Franks fumbles. We got ourselves a scoop 6. Knowles up 7-0.
There's that defense we've been talking about all year.
James Blackman firing one across the middle. Another touchdown.
Well, Florida State hasn't needed many yards in this first half to produce a lot of points, getting some turnovers, some pressure on defense.
Speaking of defense, how about a pick 6? Defense active, 24-13 at the break. Louisville, Kentucky, 7-0 Cardinals. Lamar Jackson is going to run it to the 1.
Remember him?
I do. And then things got ugly, gentlemen.
Little chippy down there.
Yeah, this was a game, speaking with Lamar Jackson earlier in the season, this was a game they're trying to avenge the loss from Kentucky last year.
My.
You just hate to see this in college football.
The drive wraps up. Day Williams runs it in. 31-10 Cardinals. Over on FS1, Kansas, Oklahoma State, second quarter. Cowboys up 17-3. Mason Rudolph over 300 yards in the first half. Do you know who he just found there, guys?
Stoner!
Dylan Stoner, my man!
You're back in the news, Rob!
You know he's my favorite player, don't you? Indiana, Purdue, winner off to a bowl game. Those guys have big heads.
Yeah, this is for a winner gets a bowl
Rob Woodson
game. Winner
running
gets
versus
a
Drew
big recruits.
Brees. Elijah Sindelar airs it out. Nice grab. Boilermakers may be bowl bound, and our feast of college football continues 4 Eastern here on Fox. Sparty taking on Rutgers. Northwestern Illinois over on FS1. Apple Cup, Washington State. If they win it, they're off to the Pac-12 championship game to take on. That was your cue, Matt. Yep. And then 10 o'clock Eastern, Colorado, Utah on FS1. When we return to inside Mission Stadium, Coach is going to tell you what Jim Harbaugh needs to do to get the momentum back for the Wolverines.
You're actually right next door to your friend.
Correction, best friend. Let's go. Are you taking all your tiny shampoos? You look rough, bro.
State Farm knows it's more than a house. It's home. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
Play something relaxing.
Talk to a State Farm agent today.
There's my girl. Grandma, have you figured out which college?
Not green! No blue! No, go red one! Hey, cuz, have you made your decision?
Not yet.
It's a terrapin, not a turtle.
Whatever.
I bought your favorite ice cream.
The Buckeyes are ready too. Grandpa.
Sweetheart, you can't really go wrong. We're gonna love you no matter where you go.
What is this? Are we not mortal enemies who have fought countless battles against each other? And now you fight as one? Even you, Sultan. His tribe bested yours but a short time ago.
It's the only way I can beat the king. It's much easier this way.
I just want to ring before I retire.
See what I mean, man? It's whack. Superstars joining up to form a super team.
And your point?
And it goes against competition, CC.
I don't see a problem, Nick.
The 4 is a new singing competition that begins where others end.
After a global search, we start with the 4 finalists.
Every week, they will face off against new challengers.
Vocal gladiators.
Epic battles, thrilling victories. Who will be able to save their seat? The 4, Battle for Stardom, premieres January 4th.
Let's do it.
On Fox.
Fox Thursday.
What the hell just happened?
The crew enters a dimension unlike anything they've seen before.
Oh my God.
And with only 2 episodes left this season, well, hang on. If you've missed any adventure, watch any episode anytime.
Let's move fast.
The Orville, starring Seth MacFarlane. All new Thursday on Fox.
Welcome back to the State Farm halftime. Coming your way live from the floor
Yes, there's
of
Michigan.
the big house. Michigan band on the field right now. 14-14 at the break. Robert, Matt, and Coach back here with you. So, Coach, let's go back to your coaching days right now. You're Jim Harbaugh. You're in the locker room right up the tunnel. What do you do to get that Wolverine mojo back?
Well, he's going to compliment them on what they did really to start the game off. And everybody in the house here was, because of the quarterback problems, offensive line problems, everybody was expecting Jim to come out, play close to the vest, and run the ball. That's not what he did. He started off running the ball mixed up, but he was not afraid to throw the ball with no corn. Yeah. And I give him a lot of credit for that. I mean, right off the bat, it was quarterback runs. It was obviously the read play you see right here, breaking tackles. I mean, getting big plays out of their running backs, and then coming back and throwing the ball. So he showed a lot of confidence in O'Corn to start the game. We talked earlier in the show. Everybody agreed. Trick plays, something unusual. He's got to get the momentum back the second half on his football team. Try to create something. I'd take a chance.
And I think that momentum can come from the defense. We talked about all pregame creating the turnovers. There was a couple opportunities where the Michigan DBs dropped balls from JT Barrett. They have to make those plays and once again give that offense those short fields. And Coach, Joel Klatt alluded to it at the end of the first half. You have to have an answer for JT Barrett. You're a defensive coach. How do you stop him and force him to have to throw the football?
I would be very selective on when I all-out blitzed him. Because when you blitz a great athlete like JT, if he doesn't get tackled in the backfield, if you don't sack him and he breaks the line of scrimmage, it's a home run, potential big play. So I'd be a little more conservative and let those front guys try to get pressure on him.
And I think one thing that you can also do is trying to change up the look, because the beauty of this offense and what's so frustrating about being a coordinator against an offense like Ohio State's is they break the huddle, they get to the line of scrimmage, they see what the defense is doing, and then they make their changes. Sometimes you have to take some chances and change up the looks in the secondary with your front. Anything that you can do to try and create those free runners or get an interception, try and give a bit of a different look in that secondary.
And I think one more thing for Michigan, the offensive line just has to do a better job. And some of the emphasis we stressed in the pregame show was that's been a weakness for Jim Harbaugh. I thought they just got physically beat at times. More in the second quarter. The first quarter, they came out strong. They just got to man up. This is a big game. You know, you got to say, win your one-on-one matchups, give our quarterback time to throw, let him make plays.
All three of you guys in the pregame show picked the Buckeyes to win. Are you sticking by those calls?
I am. Michigan's got to take this game late in the fourth quarter, and then it goes advantage Michigan. But it's still like Ohio State.
There's 100,000 people here that are still in this game. It's a tie game. They got to get the crowd energized. They got to have a big special teams play.
Well, we talk about coaches making adjustments. Players just got to play. People got to rise up and make the plays at the time that it counts the most. Period.
Last year, for the first time in the history of this series, it went to overtime. Just saying. We're on track. I know we do, Robert. 14-14 at the break. Buckeyes get the second half kick next here on Fox.
Next Saturday is Super Saturday on Fox. It kicks off with the Big 12 Championship as Baker Mayfield leads Oklahoma against TCU. Then we go courtside with Big 10 basketball. And the Big 10 Championship finishes the day. It's Super Saturday all day, starting at noon Eastern, only on Fox.
Now to Toyota's Black Friday event, get $500 bonus cash on the all-new 2018 Camry. Use it to get 0.9 financing plus $500. Or lease Camry for $199 a month plus $500 bonus cash. Only through Monday. Toyota, let's go places.
Because from the moment we meet, you become the most important patient we could possibly have. It's why we'll go above and beyond today and go even further tomorrow. At Mount Carmel, you are the reason for everything we do. You are why we seek the best people and invest in the best equipment, from life-saving technology to healing spaces with all the comforts of home. Mount Carmel, because of you.
The field is loaded with thousands of Hondas, and it's time to score with Honda Savings. Get the #1 selling vehicles for less. Score big with brand new Honda cars from $16,825. Honda SUVs from $20,625. And Honda's changing the game with more technology, more safety, and more standard features for less from just $16,825. Score with Honda Savings today at your Central Ohio Honda dealers.
We're never gonna make it.
Relax, I've got a great spot. We'll make it on time.
Woo! Football Saturday! Look now! Look at these wild people behind us. I'm
I'm Kevin Kurgis, and I'm a lawyer. Don't let an accident change your game. Call me. And remember, I don't get paid unless you get paid.
It's Toyota's Black Friday event with $500 bonus cash on any new RAV4. Use it to get 0% financing plus $500, $1,500 cash back, or a $249 a month lease plus $500 bonus cash. Only through Monday. Toyota, let's go places.
The Riker Super Value Party, the perfect gift for everyone's list. We're dealing.
the Big House. Our score at halftime, Ohio State, the 9th-ranked team in the nation, 14. Michigan, 14. Gus Johnson, Joel Klatt, tale of one half.
Yeah.
The first half, Michigan got off to that great start, but Ohio State, led by J.T. Barrett, got right back in this game.
I thought it was great what Michigan did game plan-wise early because they were so creative with their formations before Barrett got going in the second quarter. Let me show you what I mean here in the Duracell first half highlights. First, it was the use of motion that created some space for the tight end. They motion Hill out of the backfield, taking the defense out, and then they're going to send the tight end right down the seam of the defense, and they're able to get Zach Gentry for a completion on a nice throw from O'Korn. Then it was really all about J.T. Barrett and the usage of his eyes. Check out what he's doing with the defense. Looking one direction, going the other, spins away from Rashawn Gary, and then on a scramble, he pumps, gets his eyes down the field. The defense goes downfield, and he runs for an easy touchdown, and that's why we've got 14-14 as Ohio State might a nice comeback there in the second quarter.
So Ohio State will receive the ball to start the second half, and it looks as if the momentum is in the favor of the Buckeyes right now.
No doubt about it. Their defense started playing much more efficient football, but it was all about Barrett establishing that rhythm. -6 total yards in the first quarter. The Michigan defense was all over the field, but Barrett settled down, and maybe more importantly, the offensive line settled down. I would expect Don Brown, the defensive coordinator for Michigan, to get much more attack-oriented in this second half. They kind of stood there static, didn't pressure a lot in the second quarter. I'm sure that's going to change here.
Remember, so much on the line, especially for Ohio State. With the win, they head into the Big Ten Championship next week against Wisconsin. Maybe controlling their own destiny if some things shake down for them in the top of the rankings.
Well, they already got some help there with that Miami loss a week ago, but I can tell you this, Jim Harbaugh is not thinking about Ohio State's playoff chances or even ruining them. He's thinking about what best way he can get his team in position to win this game. Remember, 1-4 in these rivalry games for Jim Harbaugh. Desperately wants to change that trend.
Mike Weber, the deep man for the Buckeyes. And Weber fields it and takes a knee in the end zone. Let's go downstairs to Jenny Taft.
Well, let me tell you guys the energy that was just taking place in that tunnel. Both teams fighting over who would leave the locker room first to get back out here. The excitement from these teams, we're going to see a lot in the second half. And yes, I talked about that momentum. Both coaches addressing it for me. For Urban Meyer, he said we finally started blocking better up front. And he said J.T. Barrett, in big games, we expect it. He has been outstanding for Coach Harbaugh. He said, I talked about the seniors. I said, look who we're playing for. We have 30 minutes. Let's go make something of this game.
All right, Jenny, thank you very much. In the first half, Barrett, 11 carries, 64 yards, averaging 5.8 yards per carry. First 10 of the 25. And it's Barrett running, but he's wrapped up in the backfield. Great tackle, and this time it's Winovich.
Winovich went way up the field and attacked that zone read, and that's exactly what Don Brown, I'm sure, was changing at halftime. And look for these defensive ends in particular to get way up the field and try to attack Barrett early.
No gain on the play. Second down at 10 to the 25. Barrett hands it off. Weber straight away. And Weber will gain 9 on the play as he crashes forward in the Hudson and Devin Bush.
And this is what makes it so difficult. When you establish the quarterback first, then all of a sudden that interior run game opens wide up for you.
Ohio State quickly to the line of scrimmage looking for the first down, and they won't get it. Michigan defense right there. Rashawn Gary makes the tackle.
Ohio State will have to punt it away. They were trying to use tempo, but Gary from that left defensive end spot, look at him get off the block. He just shoves Marcus Baugh, the tight end, down to his right, and it comes off as a free rusher and is able to get the ball carried to the ground. Great stop.
Drew Crispin comes in to punt for the 4th time from his own 20. Donovan Peoples-Jones, the deep man for Michigan. He'll backpedal and has it at the 17 and a flag. Looks like Jeffrey Okuda, the freshman, may have touched Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yeah, you know, He's been playing so well on the special teams. Jeffrey Okudah, he had 27 kick game snaps a week ago and over 40 points of production, one of the highest Urban Meyer's ever had at Ohio State. And certainly hustling, but just a little too much there.
Kick catching interference for kicking team, number 29, 15-yard penalty.
That's huge because this drive would have started. Here's Okudah. It's not necessarily contact that's going to force it, even though there was a little bit with that right leg, but getting right into the kind of chest area, and clearly that right arm making contact with the right shin. Good call by the officials there, and that's a big penalty moving the ball outside of the 30-yard line.
Still 14-14.
So the Wolverines have the ball at the 32. On first down, Hill powers forward. He gains 3.
So what they did such a great job of in the first quarter was being creative on first down and just finding positive yardage. Because when O'Korn has been in an obvious passing situation, it's not gone well. He's 9 of 16 on the day, 63 yards and a touchdown. But all of his success has been in short yardage situations where they can have the play action and get the fullbacks and tight ends involved.
2nd and 7 at the 35. And O'Korn tucks it himself, dives forward, and he's close to a first down. Denzel Ward with the tackle. And he's short by about a half yard.
Showing a little motion there as he tried to lower the shoulder on Denzel Ward. Ward got him to the ground. But now this short yardage situation, this is where they love Khalid Hill, the fullback, just giving it to him, trying to get it across that line to gain.
They need a yard. Hill and Evans in the backfield. Hill spins forward and picks up the first. John O'Korn, 6'4", 211 pounds, from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He started 4 games after Open Spate's back injury, but the offense wasn't very effective when he was a starter. He was pulled from the Rutgers game early with a score tied at 7. And then Brandon Peters replaced him. Peters injured last week at Wisconsin. O'Korn back in, 1st and 10 at the 43. Higdon. Raymond Jones with the tackle.
Keep him down.
3 quarterbacks have played this year, partner, for the Wolverines. It started with Wilton Spate 4-0, but wasn't quite productive. Went to John O'Korn after that injury, and there was some expectations there that it would improve. It didn't. They went to Peters after the Rutgers game. Peters was playing very well and very efficient. Hadn't turned the ball over until he fumbled inside the 5 last week against Wisconsin. But now it's back to O'Korn, and you talk about the ability to rewrite a narrative or set up legendary status for yourself in a game like this.
Here's 2nd down and 8. Underneath, and it's caught. Denzel Ward with the tackle, and now they will say it is an incomplete pass. O'Korn putting that ball right where it needed to be.
Well, O'Korn does a nice job here on those drive routes, and Harris just couldn't hang on as he hit the ground there. Remember, he got to complete the process of the catch all the way through going to the ground, and Harris was unable to do that.
Drake Harris, backup wide receiver. Third down and 8 at the 45. O'Korn, sideline, incomplete. Donovan Peoples-Jones, the intended receiver. Denzel Ward in coverage for the Buckeyes.
There's some contact here for Denzel Ward, but they've let him play all day long. That's not the contact that they're trying to let him get away with. That jersey comes on. That is a defensive hold. It's certainly missed. That should have been an automatic first down. No question about it.
Robbins standing at the 30. And K.J. Hill at his own 10. High spiraling punt. Fielded at the 13-yard line. So Ohio State back on the field. Right after this, Jim Harbaugh. Urban Meyer. 2 of the great coaches in America battling once again in the game.
what they're really building. Always unstoppable.
DirecTV has been rated #1 in customer satisfaction over cable for 17 years running. But some people still like cable, just like some people like wet grocery bags, getting a bad haircut, overcrowded trains, turnstiles that don't turn, and spilling coffee on themselves. But for everyone else, there's DirecTV. For #1 rated customer satisfaction over cable, switch to DirecTV. And this weekend only, get a $200 reward card. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Remember that accident I got in with the pole and I had to make a claim and all that? Is that whole thing still dragging out? No, I took some pics with the app and filed a claim. But you know how they send you money to cover repairs and...
It took forever to pay you, right?
No, I got paid right away. But at the very end of it all, my agent wouldn't even call you back, right? No, she called to see if I was happy. But if I wasn't happy with my claim experience, for any reason, they'd give me my money back. No questions asked. Can you believe that? No.
The claim satisfaction guarantee, only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
This is electricity. This is a power plant. This is Tim Barcodes.
That's me.
This is something he's researching at
If you haven't yet, subscribe, like, and comment. Go buy your merch at loganpaul.com/shop.
Reducing CO2 emissions by up to 90%, while also producing more power.
This could be big.
Energy lives here.
Fox College Football is sponsored by Ford. Going further, so you can. And by Allstate, official protector of college football fans. Very competitive game here in the third quarter. 14-14, Michigan and Ohio State level. As the Buckeyes take the field once again, JT Barrett. Passing numbers not great. Rushing numbers very good at 64. J.K. Dobbins.
Get him shit together, I said. Come on, JT.
Who's JT?
He's quarterback for Ohio.
At the 14-yard line.
Come on, Michigan! Get him!
He's knocked out of bounds by Lavert Hill as he gets to the 18.
I'm surprised Michigan hasn't changed up the defensive looks. Don Brown told us, the defensive coordinator, that was going to be one of the most important things that he does is not sit in the same defensive structure. But every single play, you're seeing the same defensive structure, not a lot of pressures. That's one of the reasons Ohio State has found some success.
Gain 5 on the last play. 2nd and 5 from the 19. Barrett delivers and incomplete. Threw that one into double coverage. Ball to tight end, the intended receiver.
They have not really attacked outside of the hash marks much at all throwing the football. Clearly not outside of the numbers, and they've tried to keep everything in front of them and not really force the defense to cover down the field much. I think you're going to see Michigan continue to be aggressive, in particular with their safeties up near the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 5 at the 19. JT Barrett.
1, 2, 3.
Where'd you go? 1, 2, 3.
Ball should be out of their hands. 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
Well, it was going to be Gary or Bush, because here Bush is going to come on the right side. Gary's going to swing around to his left. They're both free, and as Barrett eludes Devin Bush, there's Gary to clean it up for a sack, his 2nd of the day.
Michigan with an opportunity to get good field position as Chrisman sends it away. Not a very good punt. Takes a bounce. And finally is downed at midfield. A 37-yard punt. Michigan will play with a short field. 9:43 to play. 3rd quarter. 14-14. Ohio State, Michigan. Back after this.
That's so good. You guys like,
we don't just
like and
live
subscribe.
in this world. We gather it, we hunt it, and we take it apart, and we build it for the better. We're more than a family. We're a way of life. Passed down from one generation to the next. Tell the lost, we will find them. Tell the horses, let's run. Grab your Carhartt and join us. Winter's begun.
Discover card. Hi,
I'm just looking at my account, and I've got all this extra cash back. Yep, that's your
Did you win,
cash back
Papa?
match.
Huh?
Only
Did you
Discover
win?
will automatically match all the cash back.
Did you win your last
At
game?
the end of their first year. You matched everything I earned this year? Yeah. Woo! More money, more money! Ah! It's all very exciting. I'm gonna spread the news. Spread it wide. It's cash back match, people! You know that. You all work here.
New card members get a dollar-for-dollar match at the end of their first year, only from Discover.
Can you fit in there?
I got this. So that's the new man, huh?
Yep.
Well, it's getting a little close to my ride.
Wow. That's how you make a first impression. They're gonna love you.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Hurry in for 0% financing for 72 months across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. And just announced, it's 0% APR for 72 months plus 1,000 cash back. Take advantage of these exclusive holiday offers during the Ford year-end sales event.
Where is it you wanna go?
Oh, dude. I'm sending it to him.
Where is it you wanna go? Where is it you wanna go?
Hey. Hey. What you doing on your computer? What's a computer?
This is what happens when game
We're deeper. We're extra.
recognizes game.
So we're here to Brock Osweiler, Tom Savage, Mac Osweiler, and Savage, and Sean Watson.
What?
All right, now we got something.
First things first. Weekday mornings on FS1.
All right, let's take a look at the current Big Ten standings presented by Discover.
Ohio State and Wisconsin are locked up their position as division winners and heading to Indianapolis next week to face each other for the Big Ten championship. But quietly, how about Northwestern? Nobody talks about Northwestern. Sitting there, Pat Fitzgerald, there he is, 8-3. Remember, lost to Duke early in the season. Only other losses are Penn State and Wisconsin, so another quality for the Wildcats.
Be sure to tune in to the Big Ten Championship game presented by Discover next Saturday, December 2nd on Fox. First and 10 at the 49. Play fake. O'Connor. He has his receiver Crawford with blockers. Crawford! And he goes down inside the 10. Kakao Crawford.
Got a convoy in front of him. How about Mason Cole? He gets way out there. Look at this. First he gets the hand up there. Then he turns around, gets another block. He blocked them both and provides the escort down the sidelines for Kakao Crawford. Nice creative play call for Michigan. And great positive gain now, getting himself into scoring position.
A 43-yard gain for the Wolverines. First down and goal at the Ohio State 8. Khalid Hill, Chris Evans. In the eye, and O'Connor calls a timeout. And we'll stay right here. Michigan calls their first timeout of the second half. In the meantime, a quick message from Discover.
It's time to celebrate. Only Discover matches all the cash back new card members earn at the end of their first year, automatically.
14-14, Michigan with a huge play to start this second half. The 43-yard reception by Kakao Crawford.
Big plays today. 3 explosion plays for Ohio State, 4 for Michigan, and this one certainly setting them up in a great position. Remember now, every time they've been down into this area, they've been motioning and trying to get linebackers and safeties out of the box and isolate their tight end on the matchup that they want. They did it for a touchdown to Zach Gentry. We'll see if they do it again.
That was the biggest play of the game for either team. First and goal now at the 8, and it's Evans across the line of scrimmage to be knocked backwards. Gain a couple on the play.
This is when discipline comes into play for a defense, because they're likely to fake some sort of a run and get O'Connor out of the pocket here, rolling to his right, or some sort of play action. Its DBs have got to stay home.
O'Connor does have great legs. Second and goal at the 7. Play fake. O'Connor in trouble. O'Connor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle from behind. Jalen Holmes with the tackle, but there is a flag in the end zone.
Yeah, it looked like they got potentially Chris Worley up there, 35. He got turned around and then reached out and kind of grabbed the receiver as the receiver was trying to go back to the left corner of the end zone.
Holding. Defense. Number 35. Haskins to see the goal. Second down.
Yes, defense. Yes.
Worley
How
is going to be coming from the right side of your screen. And as the tight end comes across, here's Worley. See how he got caught with his eyes in his backfield? And then all he can do is reach out and kind of grab. And that's what prompts the flag to come out. But
not an automatic first down. Second and goal at the 3.
I would be expecting another play action. Again, that's where they've had success. Down inside the 5, and Greg Schiano knows it.
Higdon, the deep man. They give it to him straight ahead. Trying to push forward. Ohio State though. Not yielding on that play, and that'll bring up third down and goal.
This is a crucial play call here. Two things are happening. First, in the mind of the play caller, you're trying to give your quarterback the best possible situation to have success. I think for O'Korn, that's outside of the pocket so that he can burn the ball if it's not there, throw it out of the back of the end zone, or he's got a completion for a touchdown.
Third down and goal at the Ohio State 2. Hill, Higdon in the eye. They give it to Higdon.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Michigan.
We get a great block here from the left tackle, Mason Cole. Watch him clear things out, going down to his right, and that opens up the hole, and Higdon's got the one-on-one situation, and he's able to run over the middle linebacker, Tough Borland, get himself into the end zone.
So with 7:07 remaining in the third quarter, Win Nordin is extra point blocked. (20-14). Will that come back and haunt the Wolverines later? But right now, they lead it.
What you're really made of.
Get up! Let's move!
Rated M for mature. Get the bundle now.
Should we play?
God, I think we got sucked into the game. We've become the avatars we chose. Bethany?
Yeah! I'm an overweight middle-aged man. Run! We gotta go, get on my back.
I would rather die.
Put me down!
Jumanji, rated PG-13 in 3D and Realty 3D.
Alexa, play Wake Up music in Sam's room.
Playing Wake Up music in Sam's room. This is your reminder to put up the lights.
Alexa, remind me to put up the lights tomorrow.
Okay.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar, with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news, some were skeptical. So we're not going to have any pro players taking sips in slow motion. Because the only thing that will make you believe is trying it yourself.
Why do I feel so dry?
You made that?
Fox College Football is sponsored by Discover Card, the official credit card of the Big Ten Conference. Today's aerial coverage is brought to you by our good neighbors at State Farm. State Farm is here to help life go right. So, Quinn Nordine has his third point after try. As Denzel Ward blocks it. 3 misses for Nordine. PATs this year. 20-14. Our score. As you take a look at the drive, 4 plays covering 51 yards for the Wolverines as they eat up 236. Crawford with that big 43-yard catch. The big play on the drive.
Yeah, set up by a short field. You know, just a short field there, but that is a huge missed extra point. So, you know, it affects the rest of the game.
Mike Weber comes up. He grabs this one at the 10. Weber with a lane, and he's finally shot down at around the 21-yard line as Jamark Woods makes the tackle.
Well, here's the block. Denzel Ward is going to come around from the right side of the defense. Look, he does a great, I mean, just extension. Worley was in there as well, but it was actually Ward with that right hand right there. They got the block. Excellent effort and just an enormous play in this game. Sets Ohio State up to take the lead if they're able to get into the end zone.
Jim Harbaugh. Special teams. JT Barrett starts at his own 22. Barrett pulls it, and Barrett goes nowhere. Monet right there, and that's a loss of 1 on the play.
That's the 11th rush for Ohio State that has gone for 0 or negative yards today.
2nd and 11. Dobbins lines up as a receiver. Barrett steps up. Barrett scrambles. Barrett runs it himself. And Barrett goes down. About 2 yards short of the line to gain. Mike McCray trips him up. That's a 10-yard gain.
Not what Ohio State fans want to see. Barrett reaching down towards that right knee.
His backup, Dwayne Haskins. Barrett in some pain.
That just is not what you want to see.
So an interesting twist to this game. The great Ohio State quarterback JT Barrett is down. His backup is a redshirt freshman.
Hey, man. Oh, nice man cave.
Nacho?
What? Stop it.
Mm-hmm. You've been saving a lot of money ever since we switched to Progressive.
This bar is legit.
And now we get an even bigger discount from bundling with Auto.
I get used to this.
It might take a minute.
Swing and a man. Slam dunk. Touchdown.
There's no law that says your truck can only haul gravel. Introducing the new 2018 Ford F-150 with best-in-class towing, best-in-class payload, and best-in-class torque. The F-150 lineup has the capability to get big things to big places big time. So bring out your ATVs, your campers, your Palominos. Hey, you're not always working, but your truck is. This is the new 2018 Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, pal. It is the bar.
What average underwear feels like. What Duluth buck naked underwear feels like.
Homie.
Duluth Trading buck naked underwear. The most comfortable underwear there is. No pinch, no stink, no sweat. Get a pair. Only at Duluth stores and DuluthTrading.com.
What the heck?
Nailed it. We'll work on it. Take notes, son. Number 1, T-Mobile gives you 2 iPhone 8s for the price of 1. One person gets an awesome gift, and so does the next option.
You're one wise dude, Dad.
Say it again.
You one wise dude, Dad.
Twice as nice.
Great things come in 2s when you holiday together at T-Mobile. Right now, buy 1 iPhone 8, get 1 on us.
An all-star cast takes on a holiday classic live.
Live?
Yeah! A Christmas Story live, December 17th on Fox.
So here we go. Backup quarterback, Dwayne Haskins, 6'3", 215.
Yes, we're winning.
A redshirt freshman from Potomac, Maryland. In the game for J.T. Barrett. Faced with a 3rd down and 1.
I'm happy.
Haskins does have experience this year. Hands it off, and it's a 1st down for Dobbins. So here's what happened last week against Illinois. Barrett went out of the game with the score 38-0. Urban Meyer giving Haskins an opportunity.
Yeah. We are winning, homie. Let's go.
But after Barrett left the game, Haskins came in, failed to elude a tackler on a slick turf, took a hit, fumbled, and watched the ball return for 54 yards. Urban Meyer was so mad about it, he ordered the first-team offense back on the field after the ensuing kick, saying later, I was disappointed, I just didn't want it to turn. Haskins, rated as one of the top 5 pro-style quarterbacks in the nation as a senior at Bullis High School in Potomac.
But the game plan's going to have to change. It's not a quarterback run-oriented offense now. Now it's going to have to be Haskins throwing the ball on the outside of the hash marks and down the field. That's his strength.
And he's got a great arm, 3rd and 5. The throw for the first time. Incomplete. That one thrown high, but a flag. Austin Mack, the intended receiver.
We're going to get Brandon Watson here. He's the corner on the outside, number 28.
Holding. Defense. Number 28. 10-yard penalty. 1 minute 1st down.
Watson, a backup corner, a senior. Wilmington, Delaware. Excellent special teams player. Getting a little run here in the second half of the game. Here he is, lined up against Austin Mack. And as Mack goes in towards the inside, that right arm clearly holding down, impeding Mack's ability to get up the field. Clear hold, nice call by the official.
Dwayne Haskins on the season, 34, 50, 471, 4 touchdowns and an interception. Dobbins. And he's wrestled down by Devin Bush.
Well, now the game shifts more from quarterback-centric to offensive line-centric because it's not as we've got a
DeMarco Jones getting up slowly.
That's another leader, veteran, senior from Chicago, DeMarco Jones, 6'5", 310 pounds. In that marquee position for the Buckeyes. That's the left side of your screen, or actually right there, right side of your screen. You see the Michigan players going down, kind of gets rolled up on the back. Earlier in the first half, Isaiah Prince left the right tackle, and Thayer Mumford came in for him, the true freshman, number 66, 325-pounder from Cincinnati, Ohio. He was in for 1 snap. It was the play that J.T. Barrett scampered for a touchdown on. So, boy, in the series of just a few snaps of the football, kind of unraveling right now, lineup-wise for Ohio State. They may go with Thayer Mumford or potentially Joshua Alibi, the sophomore from Detroit.
Let's go downstairs to Jenny Taft.
Well, guys, J.T. Barrett has gone to the locker room. It turns out he is dealing with an ongoing meniscus issue where it pops out and has to pop back in. He is still in the locker room, but I will let you know when he returns.
Thank you very much, Jenny. So Dwayne Haskins, the redshirt freshman, is he the heir apparent to J.T. Barrett?
We're going to find out right now.
Good answer. 2nd and 7 at the 47. He's played in 7 games. Haskins reverses, dumps it off. Dobbins with the catch, and he'll go out of bounds. And it's a 4-yard gain.
Good pursuit there from Devin Bush, the middle linebacker. Buckus finalist. He's one of the best linebackers in the country, and you can see why.
Third down and 3 at Haskins. And a flag. Looks like the quarterback may have moved forward prematurely. And he's got to be dealing with some nerves.
Offense, number 85. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
That's the ball.
Yeah, there's several of the guys. Watch this. They're just kind of leaning forward after he claps his hands. You see who he's clapping. Both guys leaning forward. But part of that cadence and tempo is the cadence, right? And you lose your fifth-year senior, excuse me, and this is all new for everybody involved. He's not been in this crunch time scenario with this group of starting offensive linemen.
Third down and 8 at the 48. And once again, Ohio State with some problems getting the snap together.
Ball start. Offense, 78. 5-yard penalty. Third down. They're trying to use the clap as the cadence right now, and that only as the sound. There's no shout with it or a set hut. Price didn't hear it. Everybody else did after Haskins clapped his hands. And with this type of crowd noise, that's when you need a veteran as the quarterback to get everybody on the same page when it comes to the cadence. Look for this to be a draw or a screen pass, something safe. Last thing you want to do is put the ball in harm's way on a long third down scenario.
Third down and 13 at the 47. Haskins. Austin Mack somehow held on. But Haskins put that ball between two defenders. And Kittle is down.
Kittle was the safety that came across with the big hit. I mean, just an incredible throw from Dwayne Haskins. This is his skill set. The coaching staff trusted him. Kittle came across for the big hit. Defensive player. Leading with the shoulder to the body.
Oh, God, sweet.
Boy, that was just an incredible throw and an incredible impact with Mack and Kittle as Mack went to the turf and held on.
Tyreek Kittle down. He's moving. Back after this.
I was right out of college and I was starting job interviews and I already noticed that my teeth were starting to shift. When I heard of Smile Direct, I was so excited.
Let Smile Direct Club give you a smile you'll love for 60% less than braces by sending invisible aligners direct to you. Plus, we straighten most smiles in an average of 6 months.
So convenient. You don't have to go to an orthodontist every month. You can go into a Smile shop. They also have a kit that they can ship directly to your house. There's really no excuse to not try it.
Get started for 60% less at SmileDirectClub.com.
So an interesting turn of events is taking place here at Michigan Stadium. JT Barrett has gone into the locker room with a knee injury. Dwayne Haskins has replaced him. Completes a big pass. But right now, Tyreek Kittle, the Michigan safety, is down after making the tackle on Austin Mack.
While we wait for the injury here, today's Ford unstoppable player has been JT Barrett until that injury stopped him previously on the last series. And we'll see if that takes him out of the game. He's been sensational running the ball, but it was this injury right there, that right knee, as they look at the meniscus right now in the locker room. And Dwayne Haskins is now your quarterback for the Buckeyes. Down 6, 3 minutes to go for Urban Meyer. Playoff lives on the line.
Urban Meyer, though, was wise. He's worked Haskins in the lineup all season. As I mentioned, he's played in 7 games this year. His best game coming against Army. He was 15-23 for 228 yards, 2 touchdowns, an interception. He carried the ball 6 times for 20 yards.
I got to tell you, the level of trust and belief on that 3rd and 13 after a couple of false starts, you clearly, it's going awry for you offensively, and they trusted him enough to come up with that big throw down the sideline to Austin Mack, and that ball was sensational. That is a big league throw, and his coaching staff trusts Haskins, And he was able to deliver there. Move the chains for the Buckeyes.
And now a quick message from Duracell.
Duracell.
Duracell is the #1 trusted brand.
But at what partner, you look in a player's eyes as Kimmel is helped to his feet.
15-20.
Good sign for Michigan. He'll run off the field.
20 minutes.
Fans appreciative of the effort, but you look into the eyes of Dwayne Haskins, and he does not look like this moment is too big for him.
No, and that's what's so important in this situation. You can't go out there and just try to ease yourself into the game. I mean, I know it's difficult. It's not cold, but you're cold as a player. You got to come in there and you got to deliver with confidence, and he certainly did on that last third down.
First down and 10 at the 26 for Haskins, the new quarterback for Ohio State, with JT Barrett in the locker room, getting his knee checked.
Yeah, better than nothing.
Haskins has a beautiful arm, folks. He can really rip it. They give it to Dobbins. And Dobbins crosses the line of scrimmage. He'll gain 3 yards on the play. Winovich with the tackle. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Game plan throwing the ball with JT Barrett was all in the interior. Inside the hash marks, Marcus Ball was a big part of that. 85, the tight end. And immediately we've seen that ball go outside the numbers a couple of times with Haskins. So Michigan's going to have to adjust to this because this is a much different offense that they're facing with number 7 at the trigger.
2nd down and 7 at the 23. Haskins.
Get there.
Haskins in trouble.
Get a touchdown.
Haskins decides to run. Haskins with the
Get him, get him.
And more. Look at the redshirt freshman come in and play ball. Laverne Hill knocks him out of play, but it's a 21-yard gain.
And there's been a few different times when the coverage has been so good down the field, but the defensive backs just unable to come off of their players and the wide receivers, and it leads to big lanes rushing down the field for the quarterback as he went crashing down out of bounds inside the 1.
First down and goal at the 1. Haskins with Dobbins in the backfield. Dobbins. Touchdown Buckeyes. Just
Oh,
like
God, no.
God, yeah.
the game. And leads
Boo.
Ohio State into the end zone for 6. Waits to get a load of meat.
Oof, what a series. And really all set up with that 3rd and 13 down the sideline to Austin Mack. I mean, just a sensational ball and the confidence, and then stepping up, running it himself down inside the 1-yard line. What a tremendous job by Dwayne Haskins. That's good stuff.
Nurnberger in for the extra point and the lead.
Oh, what? Let's go. Go Buckeyes. Oh, Papa. I got some comments saying, let's go Buckeyes and Ohio. The first comment was saying, go Ohio. Nah, you guys stink. No, I'm joking. You guys are awesome.
We've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a red-hot mascot. That's one way to fire up the crowd. But we covered it. Talked to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Winning is the epitome of team effort.
We can't be completely happy with our performance, can we? We'll get better, won't we? Yeah.
If you don't make mistakes and you keep taking it to them, hell, there's no question who will win.
I ain't putting that out there saying we're number 1. I'm just telling you there's one.
All right, 2 of the most revered and legendary coaches in all of college football, former Ohio State head coach Woody Hayes and Michigan head coach Bo Schembechler, were rivals and fierce competitors, but also friends who had great respect for one another. As a matter of fact, Bo played for Woody at Miami of Ohio, then later coached for Woody at Ohio State when he took the job. Woody Hayes taking the Ohio State job in 1951. Bo Schembechler taking the Michigan job in 1969. They faced each other that year. Michigan defeating Ohio State when the Buckeyes were the #1 ranked team in the nation.
Sense that we could have another one of those kind of 10-year wars, right?
Thank goodness for Urban and Jim, as that ball is kicked out of bounds, and special teams, especially the kickoff, has been a major problem for the Buckeyes this year.
Terribly inconsistent.
Will be placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
Urban Meyer has lamented the kick and the placement of the kick all year long. He's also lamented the coverage. They've changed things up, not only the schematics of the coverage, but the personnel of the kickoff team. It was really good last week, but you're facing Illinois, and you're not facing Michigan and the pressure and the wind here in the big house. And another mistake there creates good field position for the Wolverines.
So Michigan takes over at the 35. First down. Evans. You talk about the legendary coaches, Bo Schembechler and Woody Hayes, but Urban Meyer and Jim Harbaugh has been linked almost since birth.
User activity for the last 4 hours going into power saving mode.
Yep. They were both born in the same hospital, Mercy Hospital.
Read
6
that.
months apart. Crazy.
Jim wants to change that bottom line so bad, doesn't he? I mean, you can just sense it. We talked to him. Both coaches.
Second down
What?
at the 36.
Oh, but 1 point. Oh, you suck.
Right now, Big John O'Korn just unable to find a rhythm passing the football.
Yeah, it's tough to do.
Why Ohio? Go blue, guys. You need to say go blue.
In
At
particular,
least for me,
downs
please.
like this. And this is where Ohio State puts all 4 of those defensive ends on the field and try to really affect the quarterback, make him feel the pass rush and get him off the spot.
O'Korn took him 20, 106 yards. He's thrown a touchdown. 3rd and 9 at the 36. He'll pass it again over the middle.
Yes!
Caught this time by Grant Perry, and a first down for the Wolverines.
Good route by Grant Perry because he's able to get to the line to gain and stay there. How many times do you see these over routes just come up short of that first down marker? But Perry does a great job of getting the necessary yardage and getting that pass, catching it in his hands and securing it through going to the ground.
O'Korn has the talent. Remember, he's a Houston transfer. His freshman season in 2013, he was the American Conference Rookie of the Year when he threw 28 touchdown passes and for over 3,000 yards. Here's O'Korn. Wants to wind up. Now scrambling. Lets it go. Incomplete on the sideline.
Come on, Michigan.
Michigan wanted a flag. They won't get it. Eddie McDoom, the intended receiver.
Go Buckeyes. No. Ohio, read that.
McDoom was trying to come back to the ball and to the sideline. There's Bosa putting the pressure, applying the pressure in the backfield.
Go blue. Yeah.
I mean, all over.
Grave West, yeah, go blue.
Really accurately thrown. It's either McDoom or nobody. But unable to haul it in.
Second down and 10 at the 45. O'Korn looking for a screen, lost it. Loose ball. And Michigan jumps on it. Sam Hubbard in the backfield. Chris Evans with the recovery. And there is a flag. Holding against the Wolverines.
Decline.
Don't decline it.
Well, see, because I think they're farther back than what they were.
I think Urban Meyer is going to.
Holding. Offense. Number 52. Penalties declined. 3rd down.
Declined it after the loss of yardage there. Here, Bosa is going to be working against Mason Cole, and Cole kind of wraps up that helmet and then goes down on him. I didn't think
They were farther back.
He didn't drag him down to the ground. He didn't throw down to the ground. He was going to the ground on his own, and then he just jumped on top of him.
So, third down and 26 at the 29. They swing it out. Far side. Crawford looking for a block. And he'll get over the 30 before being stood up and taken down.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. And how about this, folks? In the game, one of the greatest rivalries in all of sports. We've got a one-point affair. Ohio State up on Michigan as we head to the fourth.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a red-hot mascot.
Hey, you're on fire! You bet I am. Dude, you're on fire. Oh, yeah. No, you're on fire. Look behind you. I'm cool.
That's one way to fire up the crowd, but we covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers.
Wow. The new Element Smart TV. Smart means you can stream your favorite shows.
Yeah, but I got the new Element 4K Smart TV. 4 times the resolution of HD.
Nice, but you can't beat the new Element Ultra HD
Anybody have a better link in the game?
TV edition with an Alexa remote. Amazing technology.
Go Blue, go Buckeyes. Nice. Anyone have a better link for the game?
Can I be in it?
Maybe.
Find the perfect gift this holiday season at elementelectronics.com.
911, what's your emergency?
Must be hard being a first responder.
The only way to survive the job is to find a way to cope with the ones who lose. But in those moments, when you actually save someone, there is no better feeling in the world.
We have to get her to the hospital now.
I can help you. Please.
Not 8 p.m., but that's the search for Ohio State versus Michigan.
Automatic emergency braking.
It stopped for you.
Standard on Nissan's most popular models. Get Black Friday savings now. Lease the Rogue family for $159 per month or save up to $4,500 on the 2017 Rogue. See Star Wars The Last Jedi in theaters December 15th.
Hey, Ohio State fans, this week turn the Buckeyes with big savings at Giant Eagle. Pick up Market District Boneless Bottom Round Roast, buy one, get one free. And fresh blueberries or blackberries, also buy one, get one free. Plus, Giant Eagle Pizzeria or Ultimate Rise pizzas are just $3.99 each. And double your perks when you pick up gift cards for all of your holiday shopping. Earn 100 perks for every $50 you spend on retailer gift cards. Let's go Bucks. To Giant Eagle, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. That's another Giant Eagle advantage.
Got a feeling and I'm gonna feel it out. From the double cheese, want it all, want it all. Get me out of it. Don't stop, don't quit. No, not a little bit.
Riker Super Value Party, you'll love what you find here. We're dealing.
What is Versace without you?
It will be you.
Who am I without you?
Engage Quantum Drive.
The Orville, all new, Thursdays on Fox.
All right, let's take a look at the scoring by quarters. 21-20. Ohio State with the lead.
Huge second quarter really got this one into a position where we have it now, and then that mixed extra point for Michigan. That's what's looming large here as the difference in the game.
And JT Barrett is walking back on to the Ohio State sideline.
Blue State, Blue Michigan, Blue, go Blue, Blue,
back deep.
Gray.
At his own 17.
Come on.
And this ball will be down around the 25. So with JT Barrett back on the field, very interesting, Joel. He went out with a knee injury, and he's been very successful running the football.
And then, but the last series, what did they really do? I mean, they threw it on the outside with Haskins. There was a changeup, and Barrett looks like he's walking pretty well on the sideline. Just walked out. So this series is going to be Haskins here, unless it gets extended.
Gotta go, guys.
And something crazy happens.
But
again, the change of game plan.
just hope Michigan wins. Bye.